Yeah, entertainment nerd, come and let me show ya. This is everything you wanna know about nerd culture. Hey, entertainment nerd, ain't none fresher. You can nerd out, don't even need your pocket protector. Where my nerds at? Grab a drink, come through, keep it entertaining. Comic books to movie news, this is what you need. All my nerds, come get with me if you really live your life like you on the Big Bang Theory. Marvel to DC, we really got a passion. Justice League, yes indeed. Hold up, let me fix my glasses. Uncle Black died on my Calla when the story accrue. Lady Mocha, shout out Adrian, you know how we do. Hey, entertainment nerd, come and let me show ya. This is everything you wanna know about nerd culture. Entertainment nerd, ain't none fresher. You can nerd out, don't even need your pocket protector. Nerd news, nerd culture, nerd happy hour. Entertainment nerd, let's go.
What is up, you beautiful nerds? Welcome to Nerd Talk Happy Hour. I be that Uncle Black, and to my oh, that's right, I'm all alone this weekend. So this is a pre-recorded show. We decided to take the week off. You know how we do. Nerds need some rest too. So decided to pre-record this for all you nerdies. You guys need a name, nerd fans, for all you nerds. Hell with that. Hope you all had a good week. Been a long 2 weeks. A lot of news, not as much as normal to go through. We're just gonna jump right to it. And for those that don't know, we've taken out a little small section of our show just to keep it a little happy. But first, let's jump right to it with the friends of the show. We have Infinite Heroes Comics Bookstore, 1098 Main Street, Watertown. He has a special going on this weekend, so check him out. Check out Paul Santos. We have Shanna Stoker and the Ghoulish Garb. Check her out. Check out her Etsy shop and also shop, and also check them out on Amazon. We have Darrell Style Your Swag. Check him out. Philly with Love. Check him out. Check her out. I'm sorry. Odds and Ends by Kiki. He's got some dope stuff, so check him out as well. Midhaven Astrology and Crystals, 1068 Lake Street. I believe they moved to Suite 105. Not sure, but check them out. The Locker Room of Kansas. Of course, our favorite drink place, if you want to call it. They got some dope stuff, and maybe we'll have some stuff coming up in the future with them. HTSC, Hitting the Spot Catering. Man, I'm dying to have some food from there pretty soon. And last but not least, Crafting Diosa. So check her out if you want a custom roller or whatever like that. But last but not least, you know what? We always forget to shout ourselves out. If you haven't had the opportunity to check us out, we also have a store, Entertainment Nerd Store. So go to entertainmentnerd.com, and then if you check out our store, we got some beautiful, beautiful merch designed. I mean, just check out some of that stuff. I'm just gonna scroll through it. We got Mr. Poopy Head, Ooh Wee hoodie, in honor of Dynamite Kalo. We have a Good Morning, My Little Coffee Beans mug. You know who always says that? I mean, just my beautiful nerds. Check out some of this great merch at reasonable and great prices. Keeping it nerdy, nauseous. How dope is that? Crop top hoodie, nerdy, nauseous. We need a bib. We should definitely come out with a lobster bib that says nerdy, nauseous. Ooh wee for your phone case. I mean, just look at some of these collectibles. Pulling a Dan Marino. Oh man. Yep. It's out there. And keep checking it out from time to time. We do have, we will be updating the store frequently. So yeah, show us some love and buy some of our merch. But as usual, we are just going to jump right in to Uncle Black's favorite part of the show. That's right, Nerd Nauseous. Oh, you know I love this part of the show. I'll save you the rest. So first up in our lineup of stories, they have the meats. Arby's, known for all their other specialties, are finally bringing a Wagyu steakhouse burger. That looks phenomenal, but somehow I have a feeling that when I go there, it's not going to look like that. I haven't been to Arby's in years. Damn, that looks really, really good. Except get rid of the pickles and throw in a lot of mayonnaise. I'm curious to see how this tastes. Um, Maybe I'll get one for the show sometime and try it out. But who knows? That looks kind of. I gotta say, it looks kind of interesting. Um, on to the next one. This one, the team gave some mixed reviews. Oreo Ritz. So Oreos and Ritz pretzels crackers have teamed up together, and they are giving you the best of both your worlds. You get a Ritz cracker with peanut butter flavored cream, and then you get an Oreo with their cream. Smush them together. I don't know how I feel about those coming together. That peanut butter and that Oreo cream. That's all I'm gonna say is don't do a lot of shots that night because you're probably gonna upset your stomach drinking that and eating that stuff. That I don't know. I don't know. Yet another thing that we should have on the show just to try it out for you folks because you never know. Next on flavored briquettes. Now I'm finding this to be kind of sacrilegious, but Kingsford is coming out with flavored briquettes, cumin chili, basil, sage, thyme, garlic, onion, paprika, in both small and large bag quantities. Listen, this is gonna be my straight up opinion on this. If you cook with charcoal, you don't need that. If you cook with, you know, wood lump charcoal, you don't need that. Just chop up an onion, soak it for about an hour in water, and then throw it into your smoker or throw it in with your charcoal. Voila, you've saved yourself some money and it actually tastes better. It tastes natural. So I don't know. And that leads us to our next story, which is beer call. Yeah, that's right. Miller Lite is coming up with a charcoal or beer infused charcoal. Why? Why? Because again, just if you really wanted a beer infused charcoal, take your briquettes, you soak them in some beer for a bit, and then light them. Or just pour your beer over the briquettes while you're cooking. It'll give you a steam and it'll give that beer flavor. Um, to your charcoal and to your meat and food and stuff like that. I would honestly, at least it's now White Claw flavored briquettes, I guess. But that takes up all of our nerd nauseous news. Man, this is lonely. What do you guys think? They're not here today. What about you guys out there in interwebs land? What are your guys' opinions? Which story do you find interesting? Uh, what are you dying to try? Or if there's something just out there different that we haven't heard about, just let us know. Um, but let's get into the gaming news. So this was a very, very, I don't want to say interesting week, but we did get a lot of info this week, but from Sony specifically. First, I want to jump into this first story. Elden mods. So, those of you that are familiar with Elden Rings and have played it, of course, you know there's no multiplayer in Elden Rings, none whatsoever. Um, People are dying for it, of course, but it's just not there. But according to Forbes.com, it's about to get real, and Elden Ring is about to get a co-op this week. No thanks. Special thanks to someone that is familiar of modding Elden Ring games or from software games. Um, Luke Yu, he's also known as From Soft Modder. Uh, he's actually releasing a PC only mod that will add the functionality of co-op mod, teaming up in combat anywhere in the game. Um, it persists through player death. You can ride your own horses. Progression and item gained is shared. You can turn on friendly fire for extra chaos. Dope is that. You could spectate your co-op partner when you're dead during a boss fight. You can vote for fast travel. You can have a max of 4 players in your party, and enemies will scale to be harder with more players. With that being said, I don't know why From Software has not implemented this on their own. I think this would be a dope addition to Elden Rings, and it would just push it over the tippity top a little bit more, and fans will love it. They'll go gaga over this. I know I would love that. But on to the next one. PlayStation for the win. So yesterday or 2 days ago, June 2nd, they had their state of play. I believe it's the second one this year. I'm gonna do a quick recap of what they had on it. Um, Resident Evil 4 is coming out on PS4 and PS5 on March 24th, 2023. Where's my code Veronica? Capcom. Stop. I want a code Veronica. Unless you're going to give us a Resident Evil 5 remake, and well, you can't remake 7, but I mean, really, dudes, really, guys, where's Code Veronica? You are skipping past probably the best story, in my opinion. And I know the rest of the team is going to differ, and a lot of you out there is going to say, no, 4 is the best one. Whatever. Then they went over some PS VR2 games that are in development, which is Resident Evil Village VR, The Walking Dead Retribution, Saints and Sinners, and No Man's Sky, along with Horizon VR, Call of the Mountain. Those all look dope for the VR. I'm hoping that there's enough quantities of the VR that will be released. It's kind of be messed up if there'll be more VRs than PlayStation's available, but I'm kind of excited to check out the VR2 finally on a PlayStation 5. Um, Big news: Spider-Man Remastered from Insomniac Games is being released for the PC on August 12th of 2022. They went into Stray, which is being released on July 19th. I've been wanting this game since they released the first trailer, and I am dying to see it. But for those of you that are planning or are PlayStation Premium or PlayStation Deluxe members, you will get that game free on the 19th. The next thing they went over is Callisto Protocol. That looked pretty dope. Roller Drome. Callisto Protocol is actually coming out on December 2nd, 2022. Roller Drome, which is a interesting game to say the least, is being released on November 6th. Eternights, I hope I said that right, being released on early 2023. And then for the last two, which were two of them that actually have me very excited, Street Fighter 6 is coming out in 2023. The combos, the fighting engine looks spectacular in this game. We have an older Ryu. Chun Li looks great. Just the fighting aesthetics of this game, it is beautiful. I think this will be probably the best Street Fighter game that has hit console. I hope it's hitting arcades because I would love to get a chance to play it on an arcade machine before playing it at home. I think that would be really, really special. Even though there's not many arcades, I would love to see that machine show up at like a Dave and Buster's, um, just to play it uh, the old coin op way. And then finally, Final Fantasy 16 coming out summer of 2023. I know a lot of you have been waiting for a Final Fantasy to be released. This game looks beautiful. Now, if you didn't have the opportunity to watch the PlayStation State of Play, you could always go back and check it out on their YouTube channel. I would recommend it. There were two more indie games that they mentioned, but in all actuality, what I just went over was really great. I'm telling you guys, fantastic. Hmm. You know what I missed?
It's that time of the show
Washed it down with 1 beer,
where our hosts
2 beers,
grab the latest local craft beer
3 beers.
and give it a rating. It's time for Rate That Beer.
All right, time for Rate That Beer. What are you guys drinking? I know what I am drinking. Right now, as I'm recording this, it is early in the day. Uh, so actually, I'm empty. Tastes like air. I'm actually drinking lots and lots of water. As it gets warmer, you should definitely be drinking more out there. I will definitely suggest that. But what are you guys drinking out there? So as you're watching this, the comments should be opening up. We'd love to come back and read, and maybe we'll be on with you, checking out your comments as this is playing. But we definitely would love to see what you're drinking tonight. It being Saturday night, although it's Friday, it being Saturday night, what are you nerds drinking? And also, while you're at it, check us out on all the socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok, where we are now at over 1,000 followers, so we could go live. Who knows? Maybe I'll try to simulcast this live tomorrow on TikTok, welcoming me to TikTok world to entertainment nerd news and the Saturday show. All right, enough with Rate That Beer. Let's jump into Nerds in the Know. This show's flying today. You know why? Wait for it. Haven't seen it yet. Long's not here. That's why we're flying. Nah, just kidding. Love you. If you must be living under a rock if you have not seen this, the blue love bug. Some pictures leaked out, and I am overly excited about this movie now. Seeing how the costume for the Blue Beetle movie looks, man, look at that. It's like true to form. I can't wait for this movie to come out. I just, what they did not show and what we have not seen is how the scarab looks on his back. I'm curious to see that. But the fact that they're keeping it true to form with the Blue Beetle uh, costume, and it, I'm really excited. I wonder if we'll get any other Beetles than just the Blue Beetle, if that's how they're going to go. That would be interesting to see. That is on my wish list. Um, just to bring more into the world of the DC universe. I think that will be needed. Um, Without it, I don't know. You're just throwing a character out there. That's my opinion. So please, if you're listening, well, it's too late now because they're in the middle of it. But if you guys are listening, Black Stradamus is asking that you bring the Beatles in, the other Beatles. Next, we have Horizons on the Horizon. Um, this is pretty interesting. Horizons on the Horizon. So, yet another IP or game is being turned into a TV adaptation. Horizons going to Netflix. that's got to be one of those amazing, epic, beautiful scened type carryover. I'm interested to see how that's going to be. We know that God of War is going to Amazon, and Gran Turismo is currently going to an unannounced platform or network. Now, I just don't understand how a Gran Turismo is going to happen unless you do it something similar to a maybe like a speed racer type game. I mean, movie or show where they're introducing the cars or something like that week by week. That one's going to be a tough one to pull off because we all remember how that Need for Speed movie came out was. And this is, of course, of the heels of The Last of Us, which is slated to come out on HBO Max, and the movie Uncharted. Of course, Ghost of Tsushima is also being adapted, but that's going to be a film. So it seems like a lot of these movies, video games, are carrying over into these platforms. I'm excited because it's something different. It's not the type of shows of yesteryears. Not don't forget we went over this last show, a Fallout TV series, and that's being done by the creators of Westworld, and a Mass Effect show is also coming to Amazon Prime. So we are going to get nothing but video games galore as TV shows and movies. So we'll give you more on that as stuff develops and when we have pictures and stuff like that. We will provide it with you all because I know you guys love that stuff. Now this next one, Killer Pooh Bear. Again, you're living under a rock if you have not heard about this, but there is a Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movie that is coming out. Um, a killer Winnie the Pooh, and supposedly they killed poor Eeyore. Um, it's directed by Reese Frake Waterford, um, and it's an ITN Studio original production. It's right now currently in the middle of post, but it seems like it's going to be one of those campy type movies, maybe making fun of things along the way. Um, there was an actual scene of a hot tub, and you have Pooh Bear and Piglet stalking a young female in the hot tub. I'm assuming they're about to go kill her. I don't know, people. It's an overextension, and I don't know. I don't know what Disney's gonna say about this or do. Next story. Amber Turd. My dog stepped on a. So Miss Amber Heard has lost her case in the defamation trial against Johnny Depp. She is being awarded, I believe, 2.3 million by Mr. Depp, but he's been awarded 15.3 from her. Can you say we saw this coming? Allegedly, her lawyers are stating that she can't afford to pay that money to him. You better get on that Aquaman junket as quickly as possible. That's what we're gonna just leave that there because although she's appealing, I really our circus has ended, and I guess that's it. Next one is the sad one. Um, a lot of you may be familiar with Joe Quesada. And I keep saying and I am so sorry for that. Joe Quesada, famous for many comic books. Um, he's been with Marvel for over 22 years. He did have a brief stint well, not brief, he did have a stint over at DC Comics as well. He was popularized for the black suit Superman when in the depths of Superman but he's also done other stuff at Marvel, House of M, Civil War, Secret Avenger, Secret Invasion. Um, just a lot of stuff that he's got a great resume, and he decided to retire after he was officially promoted to chief creative officer in 2010. And then in 2019, he became chief executive vice president and creative director in 2019 after Kevin Feige assumed the role of chief creative officer. So yeah, he's going to be a big loss. I know Daredevil was one of his big things, but it's going to be sad to see him retire. Maybe they never really retire. He's probably taking a break. Wants a smaller role, and we'll get him back in time, hopefully. And maybe I think he did Valiant Comics as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Long, if you're watching as this is airing, please correct me if I'm wrong. If he didn't do Valiant Comics, because I think he did, but I could be wrong. And you fans out there that are watching are probably bored and falling asleep by now. I'm so sorry. Everybody else decided to take the week off, and well, I decided to work. Not really. And so, finally, last but not least, meta crimes. This was a story that hit earlier today, which today is Friday, I believe. Actually, no, earlier in the week, about 4 days ago, according to independent .co.uk. A woman reported that she was virtually raped in the metaverse while others passed around a bottle of vodka. This shit is fucking scary because even though she wasn't physically raped, she was mentally raped and violated, and no one helped. And even though you're in the metaverse, this shit could happen. I mean, think about it. This is probably something that no one ever thought about, especially Mark Zuckerberg. But are we now going to need a meta police? Because if stuff like this is going to happen, um, how are they going to police this? And not saying that we need to be in a police state, but seriously, I honestly think that more needs to be done to protect people in the metaverse. And if they were just passing around a bottle of vodka, what's that to say about those people? What are they up to in reality out there? Should they be brought to justice? I honestly think they do because no means no, whether it's in the real world or the metaverse or VR. No means no. You violated someone, whether it's a woman, whether it's a child, whether it's a man. It's just wrong, and you just can't be going around doing that just because you think it's a game or it's a metaverse. Just wrong. Honestly, it's sick, but this is the world that we're coming to, and I bet you no one thought that that was possible. But we're gonna follow up on this story because this one's a good one. I like to see where it goes. But the woman claimed that she was experienced sexual assault by a stranger in Meta's virtual reality space Horizon World. Um, I just So she was about an hour into using the platform. A Some of Us researcher was led into a private room at a party where she was raped by a user who kept telling her to turn around so he could do it from behind while users outside the window could see, and I quote, all while, and this is another I quote, all while other users in the room watching passed around a bottle of vodka, a report by the organization states. Uh, this sexual act was non-consensual, as I said earlier, and the researcher described the experience as disorienting and confusing. Um, and this is not the first case. I guess many other incidents also occurred. One anonymous beta tester claimed that her avatar had been groped by a stranger in the world's beta test, while others have been reporting and documented simulated groping and ejaculation, as well as verbal and sexual harassment. So these are cowards, or these are actual people that have done it in reality, or just cowards that are just lurking out there and are thinking about it, and they're now just getting a new platform in media to do this crap. They got to stop these guys. I'm sure you could track them down via their IP address. There's got to be some way to figure out who they are. But that's all we got for this week, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Maybe you'll get a special next week. But from me and the crew, Lady Mocha, ADC, the Stoyer crew, Dynamite Kalo, and yours truly, Uncle Black. From all of us to all of you, drink up, bitches.